Pree Dis is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Tech Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fui Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.
The Sunshine City of Portmore is our location for this week's episode of Pree Dis. I'm your guest presenter Aidan, and you already know it's all about your serving of entertainment and lifestyle content right here in Jamaica. "30 girls, but only one can be the winner of Miss Universe Jamaica 2023. We caught up with them at their sashing exercise at the AC Hotel in Kingston. Let's hear from the contestants about why they entered the competition.
'Why did Hyundai decide to get involved in Miss Universe Jamaica this year?
Well, as you know, Hyundai has grown over the last several years, and we're big on growth and development. And we feel that as a part of Jamaica, the young ladies that are integrated into society, we want to come on board and be a part of each and every young woman's growth. And what way to better do that than Miss Jamaica Universe? What we hope to achieve from this partnership is growth as a brand, and also we hope to bring some awareness to our brand.
How has the association been going so far though?
It has been going great. A lot of persons so far, once we tagged the Creta on our social media pages, a lot of persons started to associate now Miss Jamaica Universe with the Hyundai brand, and that's a good thing for us.
What's the reason for you entering the pageant this year? There must have been a reason why you decided to enter.
Well, for me, I've always been positive about changing and developing myself. I'm in a position where I have to teach others, and if I want to teach others, I have to learn myself. So for me, it's a development story. So far, I'm learning a lot. I'm surrounded by so many beautiful and talented contestants from different regions. I'm learning more about them, and I'm learning more about Jamaica itself.
What was the reason that you decided to enter this year?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of illness, and a couple of my family members have died in Boston, and it made me want to come back to my roots and just to clear my mind and start over and live the right way.
And what do you hope to accomplish overall?
Positive change. I feel like there's been so much negativity, and I want to leave my impact in my voice and be a strong mentor for others.
This platform is so great. It changes all our lives, and we're just happy to be here. Really happy to be here.
Who encouraged you to enter the pageant this year?
Well, my family and friends, they are my backbone. My mother, my brothers, they are such a big inspiration and support. I just had to be here, show it for them.
Which parish are you from?
I'm from St. Anne.
Well, besides the fact that this is such an empowering pageant, I did get some recommendations by family members. They do know my interest and how important it is for me to really use a platform that encourages growth for other people. Well, this year, I know during the whole COVID time, things were rough for everyone. You know, I really thought that this year I would like to, step out of my comfort zone and do something that will help to boost my confidence, and in a way that I could help and give back to anyone out there, to inspire.
How have you grown so far?
All right, so for me personally, while growing up and getting rejected because of my skin tone and my height, having the ladies around me who actually motivate me daily helps me to be empowered. So they contribute to a lot. To be honest, it has been an experience which I thank God that I joined. I love the females here, the relationship we have, and overall the entire organization. I love it.
This is not my first time in the realm of pageantry. I entered in 2014, but I can tell you there's been so much growth. As my fellow contestants have said, all of these 30 ladies are intelligent, beautiful women who, put their best foot forward, and they're an inspiration to many of the young women out there. And so it's just a pleasure to be a part of the pageant again.
Okay, I entered the pageant this year because the policies have changed where mothers can now enter, and I'm a proud mom of 2 beautiful girls.
And how do you manage to juggle time preparing for the pageant and being a mom?
Well, I have a supportive background of family where, they will help out now and then, and I go after my dreams, and I'm also an entrepreneur.
What was the reason for you to enter Miss Universe Jamaica this year?
Well, I was going through a lot of self-confidence issues, and I decided that this year was my go-get-it year. So absolutely everything that was holding me back, I wanted to throw it away and put myself out there, and I'm here and I'm having a wonderful time doing it. So far, this experience has been amazing. I actually came from East, and we built this beautiful sisterhood that we're carrying into nationals, and it's just great to see everybody thriving and being kind to each other, and it's a wonderful experience so far.
How was the journey in Central compared to National?
National is a whole different ball game. Central, it prepared me, and I think it was very important to have a competition like that so I can have an idea of what Miss Universe is really like. But Miss Universe National is a bigger competition, and I'm ready for it. Thank you.
Who encouraged you to enter this year?
Actually, my husband, he's my biggest cheerleader. He's behind me 100%, so I have a huge support system, and he's the main part of it.
Those were the ladies of the Miss Universe Jamaica 2023 pageant. The grand coronation takes place on August 26th. After the break, we have Nastic in our Up Next segment.
Never feel we culture, yo. New beginning, we winning, so share our spirit where you're living, yeah. Share it. I make we all a one bar, you don't know we come from far. From far, anytime we rap, feel we country. Rear rum, it have to come with we. No matter with the bad vibes. Poor rear rum, a celebration time. I feel we culture. Make we show ya Jamaica the culture. And if you overproof, and we just do it to the culture.
He's from St. Thomas, and we're about to find out what he brings to the table musically. Let's hear from reggae artist Nastic in our Up Next segment.
Up Next is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge.
How long have you been on the musical voyage?
Well, officially about 8 years now, you know what I mean? Officially 8 years. Because in it before, I create things also, you know what I mean? Before music, I make Rasta belt, Rasta tam, cap.
So you were an entrepreneur?
Yeah, from long before. Tailoring work and everything that I used to do before. You know the music world not easy, it not come easy, but still a part. It's nice, it's good.
Yes, they used to shoot and pollute. Brainwash the children from their road.
What does Nastic bring to the table musically?
Well, musically, I bring love and unity, you know what I mean? Joy, and within everything you have to have fun same way, you know what I mean? But the main topic for I is to try and make the youths and the people them know say you have to strong in the earth. This is a time where we need to have strength, you know what I mean? Focus on the right things because we don't want to do the wrong thing. And as a reggae artist, we bring certain kind of consciousness towards bringing to the youths. We really want to find a way to bring this message across the youth, to the youths them, make them can see say it still can be fun to have culture, to have reality, same way, and still have fun. We don't have to go derogative to have fun.
Oh no, fire will be blazing, Rasta will be chanting.
people share, care, work together and cook together, eat out of one pot and so forth. So that's the same thing we bring with the music, the positiveness, the love.
And what's the current single that you're promoting?
Right now I have a single named Rise Up. Yeah, that's the one. I have 2 singles. Not In the War and Rise Up. I promote more right now.
DJ Insaneo is on the turntables in this week's Mixmaster segment. Let's hear from the man himself about what he brings to the table musically.
Mixmasters is brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine. Take charge of things anytime, anywhere.
Okay, how did music begin for you?
Music. It started out learning how to play turntables actually. So I always had a love for music because I always used to go online. Them time I have dial-up internet. So I used to go on dial-up internet and I was searching for music. You know, a lot of persons say them start music in the church and that, but I never really start mine in the church. My father used to love playing music. Each and every day, I was playing more music on top of music. And I say, oh, this thing I look kind of interesting. You know? Can just learn how to play the music. But he wasn't a DJ, he just had a love for the music.
Got my money, I got my girl. Got my diamonds, I got my pearl. After the show, it's after party then. After the party, it's hotel lobby then. After the NSC, we burn.
As a DJ yourself, what do you bring to the table musically?
I bring a difference. Why? I can play and I can talk for myself. So it's not like say I need an MC, but also a versatility. I do my own creativity. I have expertise in every single genre you can think of. I play every one of them.
So what sounds were you associated with before you went solo?
I was a part of Rebel Sound as a creator of Rebel Sound, one of the main DJs in Rebel Sound. I also did some work with Renaissance, and then after that I formed my own thing called Juggling Masters in 2020. It was like 3 of us, me, JJ and Rumsey. And then after in 2021 I got one more member, which was Fireman. And then after 2 broke off and do their own thing, which I'm proud of them and them do them thing now. So left 3 of us now, which I had a new member since recently, me, JJ and DJ Barney again. So right now we're doing it right now. My real name is Javid Skeen. I grew up in Whitehall Avenue. Then I moved and got Corville and now I live uptown, right in Barbican. Went to St. George's College and then UTech after.
So what would you say is the highlight of your DJ career so far?
Wow. Playing at some of the biggest events in Jamaica, like Zimisar River, Zimisar Brunch. Other than that, I played at FOF. I did some parties for like East already.
So who are some DJs you take inspiration from?
Firelinks, Mataran, Pink Panther. And surprisingly, a lot of persons wouldn't say this, but they have a sound, a Japanese sound, Mighty Crowd. Yeah man, they're good.
So do you personally have any plans to venture into any other areas of music, like production?
Surprisingly, I used to do production, actually, yeah. I had my own record label, DJ Insaneo. I produced like a song already with an artist named Delia, currently known as Leia Caribbean, right now. I have a couple rhythms that I had a voice up a couple years back now, but it kind of lose interest after somebody did thief my hard drive and everything from out of my studio. So I'm just say I can't bother with this, but I feel like I'm gonna take it up back now.
You're Juggling Masters.
Are there any issues in the music industry that you personally feel passionate about and want to speak on?
Alright, here's my thing. You see, now I beat up on some of the songs them I produce now. Cause a lot of times the song them they really have no longevity in it. And some of the song them, all them do is sing about the same thing every day. You're gonna get tired of it. You want something different. I reach out to the artists and do something different. And also the DJ them too. Kind of mix up the thing. You know, if you set it and not play one way all the time. Do something different in the party them, make people say, John Star. You know, so that you do something different way. We can go home and talk about. It's always the same thing. The MC them do them thing, but sometimes the people them complain so we talk too much, but at the end of the day you have to engage the crowd.
Me no care where you're bad from, or the ends where you're trad from. Make you fall like the beach over London. When the DJ
Insaneo, Juggling Masters. Me I go and cool out. So on the flip side of the break, it's Panda Fire and the True Tip of the Week.
What bitter means to me, it means respect. Trust in the process. It might rough now, but go on push, brother. So when them say bitter, that just mean life I get better. Campari, respect the bitter. 18 years old to drink responsibly.
It recently opened in the food court in Sovereign Village right here in Portmore. Famished is all about vegetarian and healthy dishes. Let's hear more in this week's Panda Fire segment.
Panda Fire is brought to you by JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss ketchup and barbecue jerk sauce. Better because it's Swiss.
What was the whole idea behind starting a vegetarian restaurant?
All right, the whole idea was based on my experience that I have in last year when it's like an unhealthy eating lifestyle I was living, and I used to get fast heartbeat when I'm overworked, and sometimes I wonder what happened. It eventually sent me at the Spanish Town Hospital. I went to an herbalist and she told me, change your lifestyle, change your diet, exercise regular. And she put me on a 90 days, plant-based, no meat. I didn't know that I will be able to do it, but I did it. And from there, I see where the experience is a massive turnaround in my life. Two years ago in 2021, Famished was always open with the previous owner, the foundation. I came on board and I changed the whole menu just to accommodate the whole vegetarian and healthy lifestyle. I chose this because if you notice on this plaza, it's more like a fast food place, or fries, or fried rice, chicken.
Unhealthy food.
Unhealthy.
How has business been?
Oh, it has been good, you know. It has been good because persons know about the place now. By coming on the plaza, they realize that, oh, it's an healthy place right here. Persons are very excited too. So you know that persons who came here come and tell other persons about it. All right, we serve brown stew sliced fish along with fried fish and steamed fish down to order. For the steamed fish and the fry, along with steamed bami. If you want plantain or breadfruit, roast breadfruit or fried breadfruit along with it. We do bulgur, we do curry chickpea, stew, ital stew, fish tea, boiled food, and along with green juice, fruit smoothie, and we do Herbalife too, and protein shakes.
You also do greens and other stuff.
Yeah, we also do kalaloo along with the steamed veg, and we do ackee and saltfish also.
Why do you believe that people are gravitating more towards eating healthier foods?
Healthy way is the best way. Trust me on that. Healthy way is the best way. We open 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Saturdays.
Training exercises for your dog? Let's get the details from trainer Delon Woolery in our True Tip of the Week.
It's now time for your True Tip of the Week, brought to you by True Pet Food.
Backing. Gosh. What the dog doesn't use, it loses. You know, and you have to, when you're actually dealing with the dogs, you have to find out the difference between the cattle breeds and the shepherd breeds. The cattle breeds, they take a longer time to learn it, but when they do learn it, they don't forget. With the shepherd, which is more the more dominant side of what we have in Jamaica, if you actually train them and you stop, they will forget. So we have to incorporate the training over and over again. It's no different from kids. Doggy discipline is extremely important. For the same reason as I had mentioned before, just like kids, dogs operate like that. A dog like even 3 years old would be still like a 5-year-old. They're trying to learn, trying to push the boundaries and stuff. And if you don't set the boundaries, the limitations and so forth, they might go and do things that is outside of the norm for the public and then become a nuisance and so forth. And based on the dog biting history that we have here in Jamaica and stuff, and we're now pushing to the working side of dogs, you can't have a gun without a discipline. Here, sit, down, down. For us, we actually start instilling, we start the imprinting from 4 weeks of age, once the dog can take it, you know, because you find out like within 5 minutes, that's a threshold for puppies. That extends over time when you start early. But if you don't start from that early, then you're gonna have to start with that 5 minutes for older dogs. Once you stop, you're gonna see the consistency starts to drop. And starting at an early age is the foundation and the building block for having a reliable dog. Bucking. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Out. Sit. Come on. Freeze. Out. What did I say?
Who do you target?
Yeah. We have to target the pet owners mostly because in majority, the world over, you have more pet owners than working dog enthusiasts. Unless you are part of the military and the police or, as I say, a working dog enthusiast, you are actually in the smaller percentage. And so it's the pet owners first. Go, back it. Good. Good girl, Sina. Good. Here.
The True Tip of the Week was brought to you by True Pet Food.
We are catch a bus at Kingston for the Food Culture segment. More Pree Dis after the break.
There are lots of reasons to believe in a dog food brand. Great nutrition, great price, and your dogs love the taste. But what if it's also made for Caribbean dogs? No artificial colors or flavors, with an eye on the environment, so we only use paper bags. Then you will be just as happy as your dog, truly. It's true, we love dogs.
It's JF Mills Flour Mixes for your pastries, pancakes, festivals, Johnny cakes, and many cakes. Your wraps, pizzas, rotis, spinners, and dumplings and fritters. Using our wide variety of flour to include counter, cake and pastry, all-purpose, whole wheat, and baking. Pick them up today. All from JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen. Distributed by Caramel.
Everybody get your taste buds ready.
Swiss ketchup pours better, tastes better, flavors better. Swiss ketchup makes your food and sauces yummy, yum, yum. Swiss ketchup, loved by kids and adults. Swiss ketchup, a delicious and favorite for all occasions. Ketchup is better because it's Swiss.
Better because it's Swiss.
Hey Sexy Lady by Shaggy, Brian and Tony Gold was a massive hit for co-producer Christopher Birch. Let's hear the backstory about that song in this week's Food Culture segment.
Fyah Culture is powered by Ray White Overproof Rum. Fyah Culture.
Everybody has sexy lady.
how did the collaboration with those three artists come about?
Okay, all right. So originally, Sexy Lady was for Lucky Day album. So it was produced by Robert Livingston. So me and Robert Livingston come together and create the beat and started from there. The original, actually, at one point, Will Smith was on that. And then there was another remix with Just Blaze. And then I came to Jamaica and did the dancehall remix for it. And then we did a juggling with that. That was the first jump off for me.
I was hers for the choosing, performance left her snoozing, rock turns her knees were bruised and she's hooked, ain't no reducing.
For me, as a producer at that time, as a musician, transition to production, that was a big deal. So I started with the Big Yard group, Shaggy, Robert, started doing production there, and then transitioned to Birch.
What kind of doors did the success of Sexy Lady open for you?
Well, a lot of doors, a lot. Production-wise, I did a lot of production for other people. Plus my label started the journey right there. So it was a lot.
Hey, sexy lady, I like your flow. Woo! Your body's banging, yeah, out of control.
Did you get the feeling that Sexy Lady would have been a hit song?
Well, you get a feeling for every song that you do, say it's gonna be a hit, but it's all depending on the marketing. So, you always hope for the best. When you're in the studio doing your stuff, even when you're on the stage, sometimes we just freestyle and come up with some stuff. People always like it, so we always hope for the best.
One time, all my sexy ladies, throw their hands up, come on.
I think Will Smith was in his car driving and he heard the song on the radio and he called the label and wanted to be on the remix. So that's how that came about.
Yeah, it's just sexy like and it make me wanna say hi. When you shake it on low. Are you wish to rock it now?
The summer is hot, so which do you prefer? A day at the beach or a day at the river? Let's hear what the public had to say in this week's Why Pree Vox Pop segment.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
At the river. A day at the river will be more better for me than the beach. Because the river is more cooler than the beach.
A day at the river, obviously. The river is fresh water. I don't like beaches. The last time I go to the beach, salt's in my eye. Don't like it. Sun does burn me. River more cool, tranquil, more place to feel natural as opposed to a beach where there's a lot of people. Not saying a lot of people is not at the river, but I mean, cooler water, more, susceptible to not getting salty burns or anything like that. So a day at the river for me, 1000%.
Well, my boss, I don't know. The day at the river, because I don't know, I'm not sure you love the beach. When I go beach.
I love the beach, but I have to say the river.
Why?
I don't know. There are a lot of beautiful rivers in Jamaica. That's just me. I'm more of a freshwater person.
River, yeah. Water cool and nice. Beach, I can't deal with the hot sun here. Not it next.
A day at the river. Why? Because when you go into the water will make your body feel more cooler and refresher and refiner. When you go into the salt water now, your body is sticky and sometimes the salt will burn the skin. So it's best for you to go into the river instead of the salt water.
Well then, I prefer a day at the beach.
Why?
Because it's more flexible and stuff like that, you get what I'm saying? And for going on the beach and for go take a swim, it just get a different vibe.
I say a day at the river,
Why?
Because the river more cool and the tree them and you see me I say, and the river water flowing and them thing there, you see me? Yeah.
Well, those were the views of the public. Tune in next week for more Why Pree.
Why Pree is brought to you in partnership with Campari. Campari, respect the bitter.
It's that time of the show where we bring you the biggest songs in Jamaica. It's the Magnum Top 10. Magnum, take charge.
you're not stand up for something, you're gonna fall for nothing.
And every girl I get wild out tonight. Party in my house tonight. If she
help her right, me start to walk out. A self-defense, me start ball out.
my girl, why Pree? Come here, just wild out.
She said the receipt on me inbox. This girl, he said
from me a juvenile and the money I call me, call my daughter finger up.
You killed.
Say you're bad from which part? It's right now, Instagram famous, it not spontaneous.
V6 panic toll and it can't stop. How I do it?
And that's how we say goodbye to the Sunshine City of Portmore and this week's episode of Pree Dis. I've been your guest host Aidan Alexander, and I'll see you next week.
Pree Dis was brought to you by Magnum Tonic Wine, Take Charge, Ray White Overproof Rum, Fyah Culture, Campari, Respect the Bitter, JF Mills, the heart and soul of your kitchen, and Swiss Ketchup and Barbecue Jerk Sauce, better because it's Swiss.